Stop taking the piss out of fellow broadcasters, Andrew. Good morning. It's Friday,
Morning.
October 26th. I was going to say October 31st there. It's October 26th. And it's the bank holiday weekend. Weather today, it's going to be windy and wet, which is a disaster. Considering what we had all week, it's going to be a wet one today. We'll see some showers in most places across the county. It's a bit chilly out there now, and we'll see high temperatures today of about 12 to 14 degrees. Cold one tomorrow, by the way, 0, I think.
Is it? Maybe Owen was right then.
I was taking the piss
about,
out of Owen, yeah. There'll be no snow, man. I'll be eating my shorts.
Because we had checked the weather forecast, it said like 9 degrees.
Yeah, it's changed now.
Okay, well.
That's the weather for you. Anyway,
That's it.
cold this morning anyway.
Busy day for us in the show today. That's because we've got the winner of our Halloween ghost story writing competition coming in. So we're really looking forward to that. And we're looking forward for you guys to hear the finished product. It's going to be very, very good. So stay tuned for that. That's happening in the second hour of the show today. Also, let's check out today's papers very quickly because we'll do it in full on the show this morning about 7:10. Inspections at 11 schools not linked to architects, says the Times Ireland edition. The architectural firm that designed the troubled Priory Hall development has said that it's not responsible for any safety issues at 11 schools that are now due for those urgent inspections. Speaking of schools, loads of them are closed today, of course, because it is polling day.
Yes.
Yeah. There's Philip Green, the business tycoon. He's the man behind Topshop. Lots of other stuff too, but I always associate him with Topshop. But anyway, he's pictured on the front page of the Times Ireland edition leaving a nightclub in Mayfair earlier this month. The retailer has been dogged now by allegations of bullying and bad behaviour, and that was all over the internet last night if you were looking at any of the newspaper sites. Also, there it is in the Irish Sun. Topshop's Fat Cat Green is gag tycoon. So yet there had been a gagging order, but his name was released yesterday. #MeToo. He's pictured with his friend Harvey Weinstein in 2009 on the front page of the Irish Sun today. Irish Examiner, parents may sue state on school closures. More on those schools closing suddenly, and thousands of parents affected by the scandal could now sue for considerable damages. I'd imagine people are hugely out of pocket.
Yeah, massively.
Childcare
of course.
And having to take time off work. Urgent action needed on mental illness in prisons is another headline in the Irish Examiner today. And in the Irish Independent, landlords to be hit with new charges for short-term lets. And this is following on from yesterday's news about Airbnb and how it's going to be regulated to free up houses for rentals. And well-known music promoter John Reynolds, who was 52, has passed away suddenly. That's another big story in the Irish Independent this morning.
Yeah, and John Reynolds is the top trend in Ireland this morning. He, the founder of Electric Picnic and Forbidden Fruit, sadly died yesterday, 52. The Bloggies 18 are trending this morning. They're the Irish Blog Awards. They were on last night. And here's the irony. You ready for this?
Yeah.
The blogs, well known for being on the internet,
Yes.
don't have the winners list on their own website.
Oh, yeah, that's cool.
So I've no idea who won. They were just on last night, and I just see a bunch of photographs of a bunch of people holding up trophies, but I don't know who they are or what they're from. But anyway, the bloggies are trending this morning. Airbnb, as Elaine just mentioned, is in the papers. It's still trending this morning after that story about them being regulated, or more about regulation for Airbnb users yesterday. And Choose Radio is trending this morning because yesterday the JNLR listenership figures were released, and it's good news nationally because 82% or 3.1 million people listen to the radio every day in Ireland, and that obviously includes Kerrys. So thank you. Choose Radio is trended this morning, which is good. And it's World Pumpkin Day today. It falls on the 26th of October every year. It's a day where people enjoy cake and pie, and they make their pumpkins, and they make cookies, and they make bars, and they make coffee and puddings and smoothies.
You know me
and
now,
bread
I'd eat nearly
and
anything.
cheesecake. I'll just keep going.
But the pumpkin
soup,
does nothing for me. I'd leave it. If there was pumpkin something, I'd be like, you're grand, I'll just have the cup of tea, thanks.
I have
Don't
to agree
like it at all.
with you because pumpkins are fine for the whole carving of the jack-o'-lanterns and making your pumpkin for Halloween. But I think I did taste pumpkin soup once, didn't like it.
Yeah,
And I did taste a pumpkin smoothie, didn't like it.
I made pumpkin pie once. It was
you said
just
this, yeah.
incredibly sweet.
Yeah.
There's no great taste of pumpkin, really.
Yeah.
There was cinnamon in it, which I love cinnamon. But no, it was a total
sweet,
non-event now. Non-event. I'd never make it again. Couldn't be arsed going through the whole process of actually, when you clean out the pumpkin, that's a disgusting job, cleaning out the pumpkin.
It's a two-man job, sometimes depending on the size of the pumpkin, lads. I'm sure someone watching this now.
It's a one-man job for me, but I've got big hands. Shovel hands, they used to call me at school.
You're a woman. Don't be so sexist. Jesus. I bet you somebody watching though is really into pumpkin pie or is into making
Americans?
stuff out of pumpkins. Yeah, absolutely.
They go wild for the stuff.
It's a hugely American thing, isn't it? Now, very quickly before we finish up, there's two things we need to do. First of all, I brought in a special present for the two of us.
Yes, what is it?
I'll give you that there now. And secondly,
it's not pumpkin, is it?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Can we talk about Rod Stewart for a second?
Yeah, what? Oh
Rod
God,
Stewart.
nothing happened to Rod, is there?
No, nothing happened.
Okay.
He's admitted something, and I think he probably watches this as well. So, morning, Rod.
Hey, Rod.
Rod Stewart has never, in his entire life, cooked a meal for himself.
Go away.
And
Ever?
he says, not only has he never cooked a meal, he can't cook a meal. He says, and he wasn't joking, he can't boil an egg.
Well, no, that's not true. He's never boiled an egg.
Okay, he's never boiled an egg.
Yeah.
Well, he said his
I
quote
hate
was
when
that.
people say they can't cook.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah.
Well, he says he said that about the egg. He's Penny does the cooking at home. He says, and they have their own private chef that cooks to them 3 or 4 times a week as well. So we talk about millennials. Someone like Rod Stewart. Now, to be fair, he doesn't have to cook his own meals. We get that.
Yeah.
But he's never cooked. He's. I mean, now don't get me wrong. There's probably an exaggeration there. I'd say he could plan a bit of toast. Yeah, that can happen. But he says he's never actually made a meal ever.
That's laziness. That's nothing to do with not being able to cook. Anybody could cook.
Well,
I absolutely maintain that. Like, how could you not roast a chicken? You put a chicken on a tray, you put a bit of oil and salt and pepper over it, you put it in the oven.
Yeah.
Like, when someone says to me, oh, I couldn't do that now, that's too complicated, I'd be like,
yeah, no,
you shouldn't be driving a car.
Elaine, I'm with you.
You know, you shouldn't be responsible for anything if you can't put a piece of food on a plate and put it in the oven.
Yeah.
You know.
I said to a friend of mine
laziness.
once. I
get my coffee.
This is years ago. I said to a friend of mine once. I said, he turned on the oven and he stuck in an oven pizza. And I said, geez, you're not going to preheat the oven first? Whoa. Am I going to what? Preheat the oven.
Yeah.
And no joke, I explained to him. I said, you turn the oven on up to a set temperature and you let it heat up.
Yeah.
And he went, oh, is that what that means? And I was like, what did you think it meant? Yeah. Like, what did you honestly think? Preheat. What did you think it could possibly have meant? He hadn't a clue. He was literally, for all his life, until I told him this, which was like a real bombshell. And by the way, I'm no chef either.
Yeah.
He was literally go up to his cooker, Elaine. He was turning it on, stick in the pizza, and walk away and leave it for 20 minutes.
Oh, we get all soggy.
Do you know what I mean? Like, it's not rocket science.
I went to a friend's house for dinner once, and he pushed the bean. He was making like chicken Kiev and stuff. Oh, yeah, nice. He's making chicken Kiev, right, and oven chips and baked beans, and he put everything on at the same time.
Oven chips, baked beans,
chicken Kiev, and the baked beans, which were going to take what, a minute?
Yeah, I was just going to say 90 seconds.
Put them on the same time, and so the beans were just this congealed mess. It was like, you know, they get mushy peas. It was like mushy beans, except they were black. Oh, nice. Come here, I'm kind of on a bit of a healthy eating craze at the moment. I don't know if you've noticed.
No.
Oh. Okay, I go straight for the Snickers, then a Bounty.
I brought in the...
then probably back for another Snickers, and then I might try a Maltesers just for a little bit of point of difference.
I brought in the celebrations because we'll have the winner, as Elaine said earlier, of our Halloween competition in. And
there's Twix!
We'd no sweets in the building.
That's new, is it? Twix
is
new.
While, yeah.
Oh, when did Twix come in? Seriously?
Jeez, I don't know. They're definitely there the last couple of years, yeah, because
Are
I
they?
always eat them first.
Obviously been on my healthy eating buzz for a bit longer than you, so.
Yeah. So they're just for the... I say they're for the winner of our Halloween competition. They're not really. They're for us. Let's face facts here.
Let's do that.
The child will be in this morning and they'll be half gone. And it's 5 to 7, like, do you know what I mean? But anyway, what was I going to say to you? Oh yeah, so I bought them yesterday, right? Mm-hmm. And I was in Dunn's and I was chatting to some of the lads.
Oh, were the girls all talking to you?
They were all chatting to me.
Yeah.
Joanne, morning Joanne. She was at the wedding last week. She didn't hear her shout out, but everyone at the wedding heard the shout out.
We said hi, Joanne.
So anyway, I was in there and I was looking at all the different Halloween sweets, but I got distracted by the Christmas displays. That came from the Christmas display.
Nice.
That and the Heroes and Quality Street, all in the kind of big stacks.
There's a particular Dunn's that Andrew goes to, and they all know him in there. They all listen to the show.
Not they all, but there's 2 or 3 of them, yeah.
No, come on. And he comes back and he goes, oh, the girls were all said they heard the show this morning, blah, blah, blah. So then an odd time I go in there and I go, I'll see you if the girls are here. And I'm just going to do my shopping. I'm like, hey, is that one of the girls? No.
You're like a politician. She's hoping to be recognised.
No, but
hello,
like,
how
you
are
make
you?
it sound
How
like
are you?
it's the most fabulous place on earth to go. They all be all over you.
They're great crack.
None of them know me.
Francis Jones shops there as well, and they also know Francis Jones.
Well, they don't know me. Okay.
Oh, lad.
Right, or maybe they know me, they don't give a shite. Right, we leave it there, so we're on air in about 5 minutes' time. We'd love to hear from you guys on the show this morning. You can comment here, which loads of you are doing already. Lots of you are up bright and early. Or you can get us on 083 300 3300, text or WhatsApp. Don't forget to voice WhatsApp us as well this morning, or we're going to play our weekend Rev Me Up, Wakey, something as
Yeah,
well.
we'll do that as
Okay,
well.
go.
Oh, and let us know what the plans are, for the bank holiday, if you're doing anything. I know
I'm working.
there's a few people going to the jazz. I'm working too. Although I have a match tonight, and after that, it's my last match of the year. I'm going to go on the beer.
Nice.
And I'm DJing tomorrow night, and I'm DJing Sunday night. Excuse me. And
you're busy.
you won't see me till next Thursday.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
But it's
hate,
okay.
I hate when you leave me at Halloween.
But
I hate it. I hate being on my own for Halloween.
It's okay, though. I brought you in a box of sweets to
Oh God,
make
sorry,
up
that
for
was a
that.
little bit creepy. Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Creepy. Right, have a good weekend. Good luck.
Bye.